Time for practice. Go drive better than everybody else. Mission accepted.
You ready for your first day of school?
Alright, back in the US car. It's been a while since I've driven this thing. Gotta get used to how this thing handles. Everything's different. Clutch, brakes. Feels mushy compared to the Europe car. Heavier. It's good, just different. Remember to stay committed. Alright, back at Irwindale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let her rip. Very little handbrake to preserve my momentum. Terrible run. Ooh, this feels weird. Very weird feel. Ooh, I got a lot to get used to. You guys might have noticed the Sim HQ on the side of the E36 for this round. I decided to go half and half, Drift HQ, Sim HQ on the other side. If you didn't catch it in any of my other videos or on social media, we recently launched Sim HQ to be your new destination for all things racing sim related. All the dudes over at Drift HQ are super passionate about it, so we've taken this on as a new project. And last Friday, we actually just launched the most insane Assetto Corsa compound map. The guys from ACS or Assetto Corsa servers actually came out, scanned every square into this place, and built what I think is the most ridiculously accurate, insanely detailed, filled with Easter eggs map of the compound, and we launched it on the SimHQ site for $2. Now, I'm not dumb, and I know that you guys will inevitably leak it at some point, but what I'd ask is if you want us to continue to do updates and to build out other things like car packs and such, those $2, they add up over time, and it helps us recoup the cost of building cool shit for you guys. So I wanted to let you know that the map looks incredible, and also remind you guys that every $5 you spend on Drift HQ, LZMFG.com, or RTRvehicles.com gets you entered for a chance to win my personal Spec 5 RTR and $15,000 cash. Time is running out. Pick up some team gear. The season's over. We've still got a handful of things left. Now let's get back to the video. All right, following Big Dog Vaughn. First chase run. He's the pro at this track. I'm gonna follow him with confidence, have a good time. I haven't got any chasing left, and chasing is my favorite. These cars are fast off the line, so this will be good practice to make sure I don't sleep. Also got to make sure I don't handbrake. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Really key at this track. Not bad for first chase. Definitely had some mistakes, but I was in there. Was in the pocket. Hell yeah. That was fun. Good time, good time. Got gapped a little bit on lead, so I got to make sure to stay in a little bit harder.
If you can hear me, what we're working on right now is getting the rear bumper changed out, getting some of these spats and splashes and whatever that makes your car look real cool.
Cleaning out some rubber, I see.
Yeah,
Forest fires.
we're trying to stop the fires. Come on. Because of the banking, we've been chasing camber a little bit here and there. Can't really give away too many trade secrets, but ultimately, yeah, I think we're gonna get her dialed in, get her looking proper. You know, the car never came home after Utah, so when we pulled it out of the trailer, it was a shambled mess. So we're going through, getting it cleaned up, and getting those style points for Irwindale. You know, got to finish out the season looking beautiful.
Probably my favorite moment of the entire year of FD, and I'm so bummed the GoPros weren't recording. So I was in line, stoked as because I'm about to chase Vaughn. I'm like, hell yeah, Vaughn's a monster on Irwindale. And Matt Field's in front of me. Matt Field was gonna chase someone that he didn't want to chase, so he got out of line, went behind me, so I was like, oh man, now I don't get to chase Vaughn. Look in my mirror, there's no one behind Matt. So I get out of line, I go behind Matt, so he has to go and drive up and drive against the person that he was supposed to go against. Then he gets out and goes behind me. We get to a point after like a minute, we are literally doing circles and we start to do windmills in line in grid, and then we got yelled at by FD staff saying they were gonna take away the laps. But we kept on going around in circles until someone else came, went where Matt Field was supposed to go, and then I got behind him and I got to chase Vaughn. It was hilarious.
How did I have no idea that was going on? I was like right next to them.
I was dying laughing. It was the funniest moment. To watch the run back, I think I initiated a little bit too early, so I had to do like a little like handbrake check in the middle of the bank. After that, it felt like my bank run was good. I was a little bit low in angle around the inner clip, which forced me to kind of have a weird line going into outer zone 2, which I still need to push deeper into. instant thoughts. Car feels phenomenal. It took me a little while to get used to it after driving the Drift Masters car. I feel like I'm driving really well, but I'm also making some dumb mistakes. I was just talking to the guys, and like, I'd rather make these mistakes now versus in comp. I'm just pushing harder and harder and harder, and then I find areas like I'm pushing more speed and more momentum down the banks, and then I throw it at the inner even faster, and then that combined with throttle timing, now I'm starting to over-row there and then chasing the lead, so I gotta dial back a little bit. But it's easier to find the limit and dial back than to have that happen in competition and lose because of it. So I feel like we're in a good spot. We still have more practice tomorrow. Got a lot of laps. One of the few FD events I've gotten 12 laps in, so I'm stoked about that. Car's really fast. We're like one of the fastest cars out there, so don't need more speed, just need to get a little more dialed.
What's up? He's looking good, really good. Seems confident, dialed. Car is good, team's good, this boy is good, you're good. Just can't see sometimes.
Yeah,
smoke is crazy.
very smoky.
Nothing in
Huh?
Don't you got some of them?
Yeah. Anyways, the smoke.
You got the
smoke.
smoke.
I went to the rooftop. You couldn't see anything.
No.
Nothing.
Binoculars?
All smoke.
Bro, imagine Rajay shows up with some like telefocal binoculars and be like, damn, he's serious.
Dude, thermal.
That's
Yeah, you need some thermal.
I wanted to know where Ron was. That's
on the
where
roof
he's at.
with
He's on
binoculars?
the roof. No, he doesn't need.
Oh yeah, no, I saw Mike's clips and I was like, that's where you need to be. That's the spot. The media booth
Mike
is
found
it.
it. Mike went up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the thing called in Call of Duty when you can see through the dark? Thermal.
Thermal.
With the gun.
That's
Thermal
what I
scope.
Can we order thermal
Yeah.
for you?
Everyone's just
Sure.
wearing nods. Just wearing nods to watch.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
Everybody
Not
just
to
with the
night
full
vision.
setup, like on the top of the spotters tower. That's beautiful. Love it.
I had that night vision thing when I was a kid. Like Spy Kids, you remember that? Yeah. That might work. Well, hopped off a plane off of LAX. Nope, that's wrong. Well, hopped off a plane at LAX, and look who I found in the middle of the airport.
Konnichiwa, minasan.
Just taking for a ride. This big Australian Japanese dude wearing the pink sweater. So we picked him up, and now we've actually made a pit stop on our way to Irwindale at a place called Battle Arrow that makes some pretty cool wings, but we're actually here for something else. I'm really excited. Kind of feels like Christmas, and you guys will see why.
These are Battle Arrow drift carts. A lot of my friends drift with me, but they're now getting a little bit older, so they're having kids and families. They don't have much time to go to the track. I mean, we still go.
Yeah.
But I want to drift a lot like how we used to do before. So I made something that we can just take to a parking lot and drift for like 2 hours and go home.
I've seen go-karts before, but go-karts don't have this type of steering angle. So this is like a full custom chassis.
Yeah, it's fully custom because I was gonna originally use a race car chassis.
Yeah.
But after I did a lot of research on it, it didn't have like the clearance to get all the angle I wanted.
The angle on it's crazy.
Yeah, the angle. Yeah, because on a regular go-kart chassis, you don't have all this opening to get like 9-degree steering. It'll just hit it. And another thing was like I didn't like the weight balance of a regular go-kart because you just have the engine on the middle. For drifting, I want more weight in the back to have more traction over the tires, so I put the motor in the back.
I like that you used a big wheel on it too.
Yeah, this is an actual like a steering wheel that you can get from a real car. So I put like the bolt patterns. You can put like both different all kinds of like racing wheels on it.
And as you guys might have noticed in the background, Chelsea happens to be here, and it has the Chelsea Denofa seal of approval, so you know it's gonna be pretty good. So I'm excited to try them. So we've been talking for a little while, and they actually made 2 custom carts for us to take back to the compound. I got little teaser photos of them this morning, but I haven't seen them in person, so they're about to show us.
Look at it coming off the lift. It's so cute.
It's so tiny.
Man, look at that thing.
Look at them both.
I love it. I call the Disco Tangerine one. Check this out.
I can't get over the angle. That's crazy.
I know, these things are the coolest things ever. So they did us a massive solid, and Prismatic Powder sent out some custom colors for us. So this is Disco Tangerine, and this is Chameleon Sapphire Wrinkle. So we got 2 super special, unique ones. These things are fast.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to have this much grip. You know, you think PVC pipe. I need a helmet though. The amount of stuff I'm getting in my eyes is crazy.
Oh yeah, I can see it on your sweatshirt.
Oh, that's all PVC, huh?
Yeah.
I was wondering what I was tasting.
PVC.
That's so cool. Holy crap, these things are grippy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It looks so much fun.
I know. Did you turn this off or did it turn off on its own?
I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Crazy Kart is like front wheel drive, so when you obviously like, you're kind of at your limit and you run out of power, and like if you shallow out angle, you can't catch up. But these, you feel more dig when you shallow out, so it kind of feels more like drifting like that. So for practice, I can actually see it being a useful thing. And it's just fun. I'm ready to put my helmet on. Can we go to the big parking lot?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's alive.
So we went down the road to a parking lot, but we were already told that we're probably gonna get the cops called on us, so we're gonna keep it really short, you know? It's a gray area, it's not a car, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
we're not trespassing, it's a public parking lot.
It's got 4 wheels, but
Yeah. Chelsea said it's okay.
Yeah.
You're open for one more day.
It's a good thing we're not parking here. We're just enjoying.
right?
All right, let's do it. I felt like a good run. I mean, I felt like I did everything that we've been asking for and trying to do. My tires aren't lasting. I think we need to add grip to the car. This isn't working. Coming back for tire change. Crank horsepower in the building.
On you. You know what? For your video and for support of today's battle, I'm gonna let him have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him have it. Hey, did anyone tell you guys that your guys' dyno reads really low? So when his BMW made 750, it's really 710.
This BMW?
No.
My first car.
Yeah.
My car made like 750.
Yeah, but your dyno reads 40 horsepower high.
In Florida, dynos read right. In California, they just read.
I didn't equate for the Florida sea level difference.
Yeah, the humidity.
Yeah, the humidity makes the air a little dense.
Yeah. In California, they said, oh, well, it would make more, but we only have 91.
That's valid. That's valid. That's valid.
We had a coolant sensor fail right before I went. I made the call to unplug it so that way the car defaults to 190. As if it was reading 230, which it was, that would make the ECU not run great. So we're better off telling it that the car is cool than hot. All right, let's do a good lead run. Take my time. That lead was not great. The car was definitely more hooked up than I expected, and I felt like I had a lot of mistakes and a lot of bobbles. How was this chase, Colette? Okay, copy. Yeah, that little coolant sensor thing kind of distracted me. Lost my focus. I mean, it's not a good excuse, but I know I could have done a better lead.
It's dragging on the ground. We can't let it run like that.
So, do I have to call a 5 to fix it? Hey, they're making me call a 5 because the exhaust, I guess, is dragging on the ground. Okay.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
All right, I'm going back to pits. They're making you guys fix it. We had to use our 5. Just make sure no one touches the car until they start the timer.
Sim HQ. It's a new livery there. I talked to Adam yesterday, and we were rapping out about sponsors and what he's got cooking. So he's got Sim HQ, LZ Manufacturing. I mean, obviously, very popular content creator out there making some videos, shredding, BMWs and Porsches and all of it. So here we go. This is great. It's a great battle. The battle of the BMWs. You got the E36 and the more modern, obviously, of RCP. Now going into that inside clip, good transition there from Adam LZ. Look at how settled LZ's E36 is. There's RCP. Now he's applying the pressure, that garagistic BMW. He has to back off. LZ continues on through. A great run from Adam LZ. And just think, we thought his season was over, man. Like, we thought the car was written off, but he says, you know what, I'm doing good. Strapped a car back together, a new car, but let's take a look at it.
Yeah, you see a lot of drivers, they're getting on throttle really early and swinging the car out. So they got wheel speed and they get up to the wall. We do see some wavering there from Adam LZ, because then we transition back out, and Adam really able to carry a lot of the momentum through the car. So you can see there what I mean, just on throttle, using that wheel speed, keeping everything going. It's when e-brake and check things up, it gets a little weird, but we do see that waver. Rome does mirror it, able to keep things really tidy through this section. And Adam able to get a lot of speed out of this car while still keeping a decent line, decent angle. So trying to really wrap everything together, but...
Okay, so Adam LZ, they are finding out that his exhaust is dragging. So they are going to yank that off, and he'll be back.
Great first lap. Huh?
Everything all good?
Should be, yeah.
Here we go.
All right, there he is, leaving the pit area. Thank you, Cerise. And looks like he is ready to shred.
I gotta push really hard in this chase. If I want to win, I gotta give it everything I got. Also need my tires to last, so trying to be strategic in this burnout box. I know what to do. Time to turn the f up. Don't handbrake, don't handbrake, don't handbrake. Get on the gas, boy.
RCP Rome Charpentier leaving the start line. Got a clean start? Yes, we do. All right, look at Adam just roasting the tires down the straight, coming into the big bank. Good proximity. Look at that. I mean, just that, you know, they make it look so easy coming down off that bank in the transition. Nice quick transition there from RCP Adam LZ. You can see him inching closer and closer to RCP Rome Charpentier. Pretty sure we're going to get a side-by-side. Good angle and effort from both the drivers. Really clean, very sterile. Well done.
Yeah, both. You can see Rome already just, you know, super pumped. Like, that's the kind of driving that both of these guys like. Rome and Adam, I mean, known for just the immense amount of seat time that they both get. Both of them driving pro cars in places they probably shouldn't be driving pro cars, but it means that they can drive the way you're seeing right now. Rome, not a ton of angle through there, but really deep for the first outside zone. Transitions out, you can see him holding it through, now using the decel as he transitions back into our second outside zone. Same thing, not a ton of angle there, but does fill the entire zone. And then through this inside clip, looks good, could have been slightly closer to the clip there. Rome just a very clean lead run. Now we can see the stats, the G-force, the speeds that these drivers have at, you know, 75 miles an hour through the bank. And then let's see how much speed that they end up scrubbing off through this transition. 65 for both of them, transitioning back out. Really not scrubbing that much in the beginning, and then back down to 60 as they have to get the car to angle and slow things down. You can see that G-force back and forth as they're able to kind of pick up grip and push the car forward.
All right, do we have a verdict? Here we go. Slide of left for Adam LZ. Is he moving on, or RCP? Adam LZ gets 1 vote, 2 votes. Adam LZ gets the win.
That was closer than I would have liked.
Yeah.
I definitely need to drive better if I want to win today. Is the car actually overheating, or are we dealing with a myth right now, some folklore?
We got an air pocket.
Why is there air entering my system? Where'd it come from?
Because we're making 1,000, you know?
It's California, dude. They're seeding my cooling system.
We've been pushing a little water today.
Really?
There's too much avocado toast in your radiator.
No, it's all the fake milk here. The plastic, the non-plastic straws. They're seeping into my cooling system.
That could be it.
That's the real problem.
Wait, you try for this right already. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's like those TikToks where they're like picking the camera.
about to strap in for top 16. It's obviously nighttime now. The track temp's a lot cooler. The outside temp's a lot cooler. So we make some small setup changes just to keep the car feeling roughly the same, so I know what to expect. I feel pretty confident in the setup because we ran very similar conditions last night. So I'm gonna go out there. This time I'm chasing first, so I just get to push pretty hard, and then I'll know what I got to do in the lead to get the win. So. Alright, I know what I gotta do. Chasing first, put them on them. Be careful with the wheel spin off the line. Keep throttle through the inside clip. That's it, baby. That felt pretty damn good. He made some pretty big mistakes, but I felt like I kept pretty good proximity. His car's very slow, so I think he's gonna have a hard time following me.
In a position, locked and loaded. Gotta love the team. Classic. Such a power move. All right, here we go. Jonathan Hurst. Got a clean start. Let's see this initiation. Jonathan Hurst goes into the big bank there. Adam LZ, some wavering, but good proximity. Flames shooting out of the hood of the Cadillac, transitioning through. Let's see what Adam's got in that chase position. Shoots in on the inside, dives in. He is doing a little Mambo number 5 in that chase position. Dives in more. See some flames shoot out from the back. And look at, I mean, it's a fireworks show on Mr. Cool, Jonathan Hurst.
You can see Adam really darting and pushing, and then Hurst, through this transition, Adam does a good job of mirroring it. Adam gets too far on the inside, and then has to back off to then get back into the pocket again. So a little bit aggressive. I'd like to see how Hurst adds even more angle as he pushes through our second inside clip, and then out to our third outside zone, which doesn't feel all the way. So Hurst's lead was a little strange, not very smooth, but Adam being really aggressive highlighted it a little bit more in the chase. So,
all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it matted. I know what to do. Car's definitely hooked up in the chase. That was definitely not my smoothest work on the bank, but kept good proximity through the transition. Got a little stuck and a little greedy on the inside, which caused me to do a weird dive. So, got to work on that in the chase specifically. Yeah, my car's way too hooked up. I was struggling to stay in drift. I did some weird shit I never had to do before, so if we go one more time, I'm gonna need to loosen the car up a lot. That was probably the fastest lap I've done here. I don't know how the f I even held on.
Yeah, LZ was kind of shimming his way around.
I mean, it might just mean that car is a little bit faster, and we'll see that here real soon.
That's what I was kind of anticipating. Or assuming here. Here we go. LZ, look at that. I mean, just lighting him up like a drag dog. Ooh, it comes out of drift just a little bit. See, but no, actually just maybe fight the car a little bit, but it's definitely got a lot of power. It is a ripper. Look at this Grand Canyon. I mean, he barely can keep both of them in frame. LZ, he's off to the races. Still with angle. But yeah, that's proof why he was doing what he was doing in that chase position. He just slingshotted to the moon, baby.
Well, and this now becomes the category of potentially inactive chase. So Hurst just really not able to get the power down. Just maybe there's something going on. He has rebuilt this car, I mean, from top to bottom already at least once this weekend. But yeah, I mean,
that car was always in the sky.
I mean, they've put a ton of work into it, but it just really does feel like he wasn't able to put the power down. Something's going on there, but Adam just in a completely different district at this point through that run, and I mean, it was tough to even get the cameras wide enough for it. So I think we're going to make a decision pretty quick.
Slide him left for Hurst or right for Adam LZ. LZ gets the victory unanimously. LZ advances on.
You had a whole lap gap on that guy.
This was the fastest car I've ever driven. That was crazy.
And just like that, we're back.
Yep. Gotta do it again. I gotta clean up my lead. That was sloppy as we're freeing up the car a little bit. Connor's in a borrowed car, and it has a not a lot of torque, so I know he's not gonna be crazy fast. But his leads are amazing, so I gotta do an amazing lead. So I'm gonna really focus on that since I lead first. Not try to be fast, just try to hit all the marks and be as smooth as possible. I know I got him in the chase. He's a great chase driver, but I know that like speed-wise we have him. I just gotta make sure we go lead for lead, and we're.
Best of luck, bud.
You too.
I'll try to do the best I can.
Let's have some good crack out there.
436 pedals wrecked.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. No handbrake this time. Be smooth on the bank, smooth on the bank, smooth on the bank. Stay on throttle through the inner clip. Everything else we know what to do. Have some fun. I'm stoked. This is gonna be a good battle. Was he inside or shallow to stay in proximity? Like, was he making sacrifices, or was he matching angle in same position? Was he smooth? Did he make any bobbles? Okay, you got it. I got to remind myself to stay on the throttle more past the inner clip, and that should help. But I'm really happy with that lead. That's exactly what I wanted to do. It worked out really well.
We saw him get the win last year behind the Ford Mustang. And now here he is campaigning his own vehicle. Shanahan tip to tail. Good angle from Adam LZ. Shanahan, he's chasing him down. LZ throws a little more angle at him up on the bank. Past that inside clip. Nice little transition there from Adam LZ. Good angle. Shanahan back there a little bit. Needs to get that proximity. Adam tight to the inside clip. And now that final outside zone. Well done. I mean, Adam, really solid run.
Yeah, really dialed. I mean, things were getting a little sloppy there earlier on for Adam, but he's got it dialed. I don't know what adjustments they've made to the car, but in his head, he has definitely made a few adjustments. Looks very just confident through this run, making the correct moves. And then Shanahan, just so ballsy. Just the things he does, the way he drives is crazy, especially for a car that he's really never driven before, and a track he's never driven at before. It's super cool to see how quickly he can adapt and what he's able to do with you know, components and tracks and cars and everything that he's just not used to.
He was so unbelievably slow. That was a awful chase. I'm really mad about it. His lead, I think, was good, but my chase sucked.
All right, Shanahan will now lead. Adam LZ giving chase. Are we going to have our first Final Four victor or Final Four attendee? Shanahan, Red Bull, Garagistic, BMW. Shanahan, LZ giving him some distance, but right like that, gets up to the side of him, no problem. Little tap on the brakes. This guy's getting a little slam dance, little mosh pit transition. Not working out for LZ, had to back off, and that might end up biting him. Shanahan dragon bumper. Shredding, oh my gosh, there's parts being actually thrown into Adam LZ's face. Want to see the different angle there from LZ.
Yeah, it seemed like he got caught in the smoke a bit coming off of outside zone 1, but I like how Adam sticks back a little bit for the initiation. He's able to dive in, starts to supersede Connor just a little bit. You like to see him back on the line, and right here, Connor really hucks things, and Adam's
out of there,
bathed in smoke, and then transitions back out. He's on the wrong line, and that's the tough part. But he does a good job of getting things back to where he needs to. Just starts hunting a little bit and not able to get the car settled to the second outside zone. Whereas Connor, I mean, that line was really nice, as the judges already calling for a side-by-side. BC Racing getting a lot of their sponsorship dollars in the side-by-sides we're getting tonight, because this is wild what we're seeing. Just top-tier driving and just guys hucking things. And Irwindale is such a tough track because if you screw up at all, we've already seen it tonight. Those are the consequences, and to be able to huck things like that is just incredible.
These guys waiting for a verdict. Shanahan and LZ. Let's slide them left for LZ, right for Shanahan. And Shanahan gets 1-2 votes. Shanahan takes out Adam LZ. Shanahan continues on, first time at Irwindale, and he's in the Final Four.
Hope we got that.
I'm happy at least I did a good lead.
Yeah, you did a very good lead.
My car was too hooked up to follow him.
Yeah.
But it's a tough game. Like, you don't want to be too slow, but I haven't really done a chase where I had to hold the car back that much. And just made me super choppy, and ultimately, like, I got greedy around the inner clip and it just messed up the whole rest of that corner. I think that's what really sealed the deal. I haven't watched it yet, but
you put up a good fight, dude.
I'm just happy that my lead was as good as it was. My lead was perfect.
His team was like, why are you so fast? They can't catch us.
Of course, like every event, I would have liked to have won, but I believe I wound up in 5th place in the championship. Hopefully we'll have that confirmed by the time this video goes up. I'm 99% sure, which would also make me the highest standing American in both Formula Drift and in Drift Masters, which is pretty huge, especially going into this year not planning to really compete a full season. I'm super happy. 5th place is amazing, and I'm really excited to see what we can do going into next year, intentionally doing a full season and preparing for that. So I have to give a massive thank you to, of course, you guys, my family, my friends, but more than anything, the amazing team of everyone that's made both the events at Drift Masters and Formula Drift possible. We've had a skeleton crew, we've had a lot of different people moving around just to make all this stuff happen, but everyone that's been a part of the team has done an amazing job, and all my partners that have helped enable this season. It's been awesome. It's been a really fun ride. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to next year. We'll do a better download with the car once we're back to the compound, maybe some season recaps, compare Drift Masters, Formula Drift, go over this car and what the plans are for it for next year, and take it from there. But we're gonna have a good night. We get the FD banquet tomorrow, then back to Florida.
These things are fast. Yeah.
I was not expecting to have this much grip. You know, you think you'd be fine. I need a helmet though, the amount of stuff I'm getting